Moving on to the next game here. We've kind of had a spoiler here, but the Chicago Bears take on the New Orleans Saints. Combs, I'm going to let you take the floor first because you are a Bears fan. You are a Bears guy, and you guys are going home.
I want Wyatt to explain to me first. I want Wyatt to explain this one first. Let's go, Wyatt. Why are the New Orleans Saints winning this game by 14+?
They're rested. The New Orleans Saints are rested. They are better. Not only are they rested, they're better at every single aspect on the field except for maybe wide receiver. I will say the Bears have a nice wide receiver core, and depending on how Michael Thomas plays, then the Bears could possibly have the wide receiver one locked down because Allen Robinson is a beast. No questions asked about that. But I think at every position other than that, pretty much the Saints have them locked up. I mean, when we look at it defensively, the Bears win a couple of those matchups, but I've seen the Saints play. We haven't, and the other thing too, nobody has film on the Saints when they have the big three this year. Breeze, Kamara, and Thomas. They all haven't really. They've maybe played one game, 2 games, all 3 of them playing together.
First 3 weeks of the season, I think, and that's it.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that because Michael Thomas got hurt in the first game.
That's right.
So Michael Thomas, I think that's probably the only game they all played together was that first game, and that's really it. That's the only film we have is 1, maybe 2 or 3 games where the big 3 was all playing. So I think it kind of just boils down to film, player by player, and the biggest one is Sean Payton. I mean, Matt Nagy is not and never will be Sean Payton.
That's true. Combs, do you want it?
So
or do
what's
you
your
want me
score?
to take it?
What's your score, Wyatt?
My score, Saints 31, Bears 10.
You're out of your mind. All right. So now let me take you to school, youngin'. All right. The Bears' defense is great at stopping the run, and they are best when they are going up against teams that are short yardage teams. Okay, which is why they played so well against the Saints the first time that they played this year, and the Saints beat them by 3. This team is not a beat them up down the field type team. The Saints offense is not the same Saints offense we've known over the last 5-6 years. Okay. The Bears' strength is where they actually have a chance. Not that I'm picking it, because I'm not picking them to win this game. I think the Saints win this one, but it's going to be a close one. Is because, one, Kamara still they haven't even released him off the COVID list yet. He's still waiting for that approval. So maybe he doesn't even get the approval. What if he comes up with another positive test or something, and he's sitting at home? Michael Thomas is going to be his first game in what, 2 months?
Latavius Murray will step up then.
Oh, give me a break. Anyway, it's just because you're a Packers fan that you're talking like. You're not talking about this and you're a smart kid. I've listened to you talk football. I know you know this game. There is no reason why you would think that Kyle Fuller can't lock down Michael Thomas. There is no reason why you don't believe that this Bears secondary can stop them from getting over the top. This is going to be a game that is won in the trenches, and this is going to be a game that is won by the Saints, but in a close one. The Bears are going to put up a fight. The Bears do have an opportunity to pull this one out, and the Saints' weakness is mobile quarterbacks. And look, I'm not a Mitch Trubisky guy. He's been playing better over the last 4 or 5 weeks, but he is just that. Mitch Trubisky is best when he is rolling out and when he is using his legs. That is Mitch Trubisky's strong suit. So everything right here lines up for the Bears to be able to pull off an upset. But in the end, I think that it comes down to a final drive, and I think that Drew Brees does find a way to get it done by a field goal.
And my worry is not necessarily at all anything to do with Chicago's defense. I know how dominant they can be. I mean, what was it? 2 or 3 years ago that they had more interceptions than they allowed passing touchdowns. I know how dominant that secondary is. Eddie Jackson is a dog. Kyle Fuller is a dog. Roquan Smith and Danny Trevathan are great middle linebackers. And then you have the defensive line as well with Khalil Mack. I mean, they're stacked everywhere on defense. And that is not what I'm worried about necessarily. That's why I gave them 10 points, because I don't see their offense.
They scored 23 with Nick Foles the last time they played.
Hey, that's Nick Foles, though. This is Mitch Trubisky. They took Mitch Trubisky out for Nick Foles.
Which
and
was a
then they
mistake.
put Mitch Trubisky back in for Nick Foles when Nick Foles got hurt, and Mitch Trubisky has outplayed Nick Foles ever since he's been back under center.
I'm just telling you, my worry is that Chicago offense putting up the amount of
your
points
worry
that
is the Bears winning this game, and you
I
having to play them
need
next
the Bears
week.
to win this game because that means we play the Bears at home and not
Yeah.
the Bucks.
And that's what you're
That's
scared
what
of.
I want.
No, you're scared of the Bears again.
I want the
I know you.
Bears to win.
I know you.
I'm praying for it.
All right,
Bears
so-
Packers playoff game. You putting your hair on the line this time? No. Well, why not? Come on,
I
big
would
man.
put my It's my moneymaker, man. It's my
Oh,
moneymaker.
get out of here.
Why we are on the radio, so they literally don't see your moneymaker.
Yeah,
right?
well, let me tell you, for everybody listening, you
Your
can go
moneymaker's
check out my
your voice,
Instagram
buddy.
and see my hair. Okay, I have a beautiful set of luscious locks on top of my head right here going. Okay,
I hope you go
He
bald
looks
by
like an
20.
18-year-old Elvis is what he looks like. He looked like you came out of the
beautiful.
1950s. You're a damn Packers fan. Cut your hair,
my
hillbilly.
mom says I'm precious.
All right, so I've let the Packers fan talk. I let the Bears fan talk here. Now, let me give you guys some unbiased opinions of this game. First things first, Drew Brees is 8-8 in the playoffs, 0-1 as a Charger, and 8-7 as a New Orleans Saint. This is more than likely Drew Brees. Like, let's all agree that this is probably Drew Brees' last year, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
He is going to end his NFL career with a losing playoff record, just like Phillip Rivers, a losing playoff record. Drew Brees might be a first ballot Hall of Famer. We don't know, but it is all going to be all based off the
Please don't
regular
pick the
season,
Bears.
not
Please don't pick the
the
Bears to win this
postseason.
game.
I told you, Drew Brees is going to have a losing playoff.
You picked the Cowboys to win the division. Please don't pick the Bears to win this game. Oh my God.
Eat that dub. The Bears win because Mitchell Trubisky is going to roll the pocket. He's going to give it to Allen Robertson 12 to 15 times. And Alvin
you
Kamara
just-
is... Go ahead.
I-
What?
I
You just made my
revised
life so
statement
easy.
now.
I already know what my next what the is for next week. You're starting off my what does.
I revised my statement now. I agree with Wyatt. The Saints by 14 plus. Now Bucks picking the Bears.
Bears win 17 to 13. Drew Brees is driving down the field.
Oh,
last series of his game of his historic career, and the Bears pick it off. It is a pass interference, but they don't call it to revive them from the Vikings from like.
So he
I
goes
will be
out like
running
Brett
around my
Favre.
neighborhood naked if the Bears win this game.
So he goes out like Brett Favre.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how Brett. I don't remember how Brett Favre
He
went
threw a
out.
pick.
Oh, okay.
To the Saints.
Then
Go figure.
Yeah.
The guy who threw the most picks in a career ever threw a pick to end his career. It's fitting.
That's
yeah.
why Aaron Rodgers is the greatest Packer quarterback ever by far.
true.
I am picking
Bart
the
Starr's
Bears
number 2.
in the upset. I think they're
big
playing
three right
well.
there.
In
I
our
think they're playing
nation. Thanks for checking out that Man Hour clip. You can check out the full episode in the link below in the description, or you can check us live Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. East Coast time on youtube.com/Man Hour. Or you can download the podcast form on Spotify and iHeartRadio as well. Man Hour Nation, stand up.